Hey guys, can you believe it? We're back.
I got it.
All right, great. We're back again with another new episode of the Totally Uninformed Gaming Show. So let's get down to business and tug one out.
Yeah! Woo!
Hooray.
GTA 5 for PC was actually released this week after a pretty erratic release schedule, and guess what? The thing actually works as advertised.
Yeah, they really made sure that this launch went off without a hitch. Preloading went fine. I was able to transfer my character with no issue. The game looks great and plays extremely well in the new, well, sort of new first-person mode using a mouse and keyboard. I mean, driving is always a bit more challenging on the keyboard, but yeah, that's to be expected. Come on.
The only thing that kind of sucks right off the bat is that the modding community really can't do anything for the time being, so those hopes and dreams of flying around as Iron Man or driving the DeLorean from Back to the Future or adding zombies to the gigantic map will have to take a back seat. But this might only be a temporary problem.
Yeah, a very popular modder who has done mods for GTA 4 as well as some other titles like Fallout 3 and Skyrim said on the ENB series forums,
I was wrong. Rockstar did everything to prevent modding of GTA 5, so at this moment impossible to do anything via editing game files. All my buddies modders share the same opinion, that GTA is short-living like, what?
Just read it how he wrote it.
That GTA is short-living like any other game without models, so I do not care about modding it unless,
wow,
one,
he is
woo!
not the best writer. Great at modding, I'm sure. Not the best at typing.
All his attention is focused on modding. One, modding will be possible by changes in future patches or when DRM and encryption will be hacked. Two, when game will have stable patch, which works for every player.
He also had a couple other excuses of why it could be moddable in the future, but apparently I was wrong because we have an actual knowledgeable game person here that's going to tell you why.
It's about ethics in games journalism.
So apparently that was just one guy who was kind of crazy or whatever, and then somebody else on the same forum was like, hey, hold on, just don't take this guy's word for it, and we'll put a post to say the person who said it isn't moddable was talking about his own ENB shader mods, which may indeed not be possible based on his own skill. Oh, shit! Oh! But he goes on to say the game is not locked down. We still have .rpf files that the game is enclosed in, and as soon as someone reverse engineers the game's executable, we'll have the quote-unquote key to open these files to do what we want, which actually not in the quote. That happened today. Some guy in Russia did it. ENB's developer has also been known to post pretty delusional things, such as one post claiming that Rockstar was actively trying to prevent his mods in GTA 4 updates when all they did was change the way shadows worked, which unintentionally broke his mod. He had a hissy fit and has never made a version for GTA 4's later version, and probably won't be coming back to GTA 5 because of his vendetta against Rockstar.
Wow.
And the guy goes on to say, let me reiterate, the PS3 and 360 versions of the game were modded to hell and back, and those do actively try to prevent mods. Why would the game be uncrackable on the best, most open platform of them all? Give it time, it's moddable, but not yet. What one guy states isn't gospel. So, yeah. Thank you, long quote from post to the other guy.
Thank you for actually doing research in this show. All right, so yeah, I mean, overall the thing kind of sucks, but Rockstar is apparently apprehensive about just letting people freely mod the game because they don't want to risk any kind of negative impact to the online portion, saying in an interview to GameSpot just last week that
since GTA Online is such a massive and vibrant community, our primary focus is making sure that nothing detracts from that experience or has a negative impact on the overall community of players.
Now, having said all that, and what Danovic was mentioning, we recently saw that at least 2 mods are already active on the game. One makes enhancements to the game's field of view, and one is a trainer mode, which is basically God mode in the game, which gives you unlimited ammo and invincibility. So there you go.
So who knows, honestly, maybe it will just take some time before the floodgates open. I mean, the game literally just came out for PC and people are already losing their shit over the mods or lack of mods or whatever. So just give it some time and let nature take its course.
Everybody just calm down. Gaming is apparently way too fucking serious for a lot of people out there. Well, let's move on. Remember that crazy new fighting game all the kids are talking about that also came out this week? Mortal Kombat X?
Well, they might possibly be in a bit of legal trouble if MMA fighter Felice Herrig has anything to say about it, because she's apparently taking to a crusade on Instagram recently, perpetually flipping out over the fact that she thinks her resemblance to Cassie Cage is just a little too spot on.
Yeah, it all started 3 months ago when someone pointed out to her that sure, maybe she looked like her. Strong, blonde woman, fighter, maybe there's something there, maybe there's something not there. But things have been picking up steam ever since.
Just last week when that selfie friendship fatality video hit the internet and apparently Herrick takes a lot of selfies. But really, who doesn't these days?
Yeah, seriously. The real nail in the coffin, I guess for her, came when she posted the following, which is multiple side-by-side comparisons between herself and the Mortal Kombat X character. All right, some of these are pretty close, but again, maybe it's all just coincidence. She found exact pictures that lined up with what the character was doing, and in a game like this, you can make the character do a lot of things. So.
Sure. It's probably more a case of the development team Google image searching women fighters and basing some of the designs and movements off of what they saw as references. Outright stealing a fighter's entire persona down to their love for selfies, we're not so sure.
Yeah, but what do you guys think? Because again, our opinion is just as pointless as this show. So it's up to you to decide. But now let's move on to something that will spur more arguments on the internet than a case of stolen identity. Call of Duty.
Specifically Black Ops 3, which was just announced officially last week, and we already covered that, so go watch that video if you care, but it's literally just us saying, yeah, this game is happening with a bunch of incorrect information.
Yeah, but we did hypothesize that maybe some of gamers' favorite Call of Duty scenarios from the previous Black Ops games might be returning for this one. And this week, we got the news that one of them is double confirmed.
Yay. Let's play an internet gaming news version of Dora the Explorer really quick here.
Can you guess what's coming back to Black Ops? Come on, it's easy. No, not that. Come on. All right, you little shit, we'll just tell you. Tell him, Brett.
Zombie mode is coming back.
Oh, surprise. All right, now, I know we were all hoping for a Nuketown announcement, but sadly, no news on that. But hey, it's zombies, right? Come on.
Anyways, the news dropped on the official website and states, developed by Treyarch, the award-winning creator of the two most played games in Call of Duty history, Call of Duty, Black Ops 3 deploys players into a dark, twisted future where a new breed of Black Ops soldier emerges and the lines are blurred between our own humanity and the technology we created to stay ahead in a world where cutting-edge military robotics define warfare.
What the fuck? Like, they're making another Advanced Warfare. Oh, come on. It goes on to say, with 3 unique game modes, campaign, multiplayer, and zombies, providing fans with the deepest and most ambitious Call of Duty ever.
Oh, come on. Every game is the most ambitious ever. That's not even specific to the Call of Duty lines. So.
Every game is ambitious. Fuck off. So there you go. And of course, as we mentioned before, we'll know a lot more about all this on April 26th, which is the date that was pitched in the teaser trailer. So just sit tight, kids. Remember that the whole thing with today's episode is calm the fuck down. We're freaking out enough for all of you.
It's true. Moving on to releases next week. There's really nothing to write home about, although I'm sure someone will really give us a good roasting in the comments for forgetting about the precious indie title they've been waiting for, so feel free to do that because I'm willfully uninformed.
Yeah, but, if you're a fan of strategic card game things and don't own a computer or a tablet, well, you're in luck because this week, Hearthstone was released to...
God damn it, it's hard.
Well, you're in luck because this week, Hearthstone...
Motherfucker. What is it called?
Keep going.
Hearthstone was released to the masses on Google Play and iTunes for your smartphone. Now, I've said it before that Hearthstone is a game best enjoyed while sitting on the toilet in your most relaxed state. And now you won't have to lug your tablet into the bathroom with you.
I would advocate everyone calming down about the pronunciation of Hearthstone as well.
Hearthstone.
Play on your toilet at home or your toilet at work where you get paid to take a shit.
There you go. It's on your phone now. For videos this week, I just wanted to suggest a very magical place on Reddit where you can lose hours watching people fuck up, fall asleep, lose money, cry, or just generally freak out on Twitch called Our Livestream Fails.
Yeah.
Yes. So head on over and let us know in the comments below what you found and what you thought was the best.
My personal favorite this week is one where a guy bet like $6,000 worth of CSGO guns, knives, and skins on some betting site and lost it all immediately. Hilarious!
Yay. One more thing, after we film this episode, that whole Star Wars convention thing is happening, so there might be some Battlefront news, but guess what? Google still works, so do the fucking work yourselves.
Yeah, bye. Jerks.
Canceled.
Canceled.
Cancel. Woo!